before we begin this journey together, I want you to pause just for a moment, because what I'm about to share with you is not just a message. It's not just a reminder. It's not just a lesson. This is a turning point. You see, somewhere in your heart, there is a goodbye. You still don't understand a moment you replay again and again when no one is around. You wonder, did I walk away or did Allah pull me away? You wonder, did He give up or did Allah save me? And every time your mind touches that memory, your heart becomes heavy, your chest becomes tight, and your soul whispers, if only I knew what Allah was trying to tell me. My dear one, stay with me. Don't click away. Don't skip. Don't lose this moment, because tonight, for the first time in your life, you will understand something. Allah has been trying to show you for months, maybe years, your goodbye was not weakness. It was not failure. It was not emotional collapse. It was the moment Allah finally stepped in. When you were too tired to see the truth, I need you to hear this slowly, because this is not a message for everyone. This is for you, the one who is listening right now. You think you lost someone, but Allah knows you were losing yourself. You think you broke something, but Allah knows He was protecting your heart from something that would have broken much deeper. You think the story ended, but Allah knows that goodbye was the beginning of your healing, your clarity, your strength, your return to yourself. And if you stay with me for the next hour, I will show you why Allah let that chapter close, why your heart couldn't stay there, why your soul kept shrinking, why you were pushed toward the exit, why it hurts so deeply, why it still feels unfinished, and the most important, what Allah is preparing to replace it with. By the time this video ends, you will not just understand your goodbye, you will thank Allah for it. You will see the wisdom behind every tear, every fear, every moment you doubted yourself. You will understand why Allah had to remove what you were trying so hard to hold on to. And you will see that the version of you that is rising from this goodbye is stronger, softer, wiser, and closer to Allah than the version that entered it. So stay with me, my dear. Don't let your heart run away. Let us walk through this hour together. Because Allah didn't bring you to this video accidentally. He brought you because He wants you to understand what your soul has been trying to tell you. When you honored yourself, Allah began to honor you. Your goodbye was not weakness, it was wisdom from Allah. My dear brother, my dear sister, sometimes the most painful word your tongue ever speaks is a small word, a quiet word, a heartbreaking word. Goodbye. You didn't plan to say it. You didn't want to say it. You didn't dream of saying it. But life reached a point where your heart whispered, you cannot stay here anymore. And people may never understand what that moment felt like for you. Some may judge you. Some may assume the worst about you. Some may think you became cold or uncaring. But only Allah knows what your heart was carrying behind closed doors. Only Allah knows the nights you cried silently. Only Allah knows how long you tried to make it work. Only Allah knows how many times you forgave without receiving even the smallest apology. Only Allah knows how much of yourself you gave until there was nothing left to give. You didn't walk away because you stopped caring. You walked away because your soul was slowly drying inside you. You walked away because your heart was losing its light. You walked away because your spirit was suffocating in a place that no longer held peace. And sometimes, my dear, Allah allows a door to become heavy, so heavy that you can no longer pretend you can carry it. You walk away, not because of weakness, but because of wisdom Allah placed inside you. You walk away, not because of fear, but because of clarity Allah placed in your chest. You walk away, not because you hate anyone, but because Allah finally made you love yourself enough to choose peace over pain. Many people will never know the battles you fought in silence, before you finally said goodbye. They will never know how long you stayed, even when you felt unwanted, how long you tried, even when you felt unseen, how long you prayed, even when nothing changed. You stayed until your heart whispered, you are losing yourself here. And Allah does not want His servant to lose themselves for anyone. Your heart matters, your peace matters, your dignity matters, your emotional safety matters. You left because something inside you was breaking every single day. And Allah does not want His servant to live in places that break them. Sometimes Allah closes a chapter, not because the story was bad, but because the story was over and you were refusing to accept it. So Allah gently removes you step by step, moment by moment, until you can no longer deny that the place you were clinging to was never meant to hold the next part of your destiny. You walked away because Allah showed you signs your heart could no longer ignore. A silence that felt heavy, a distance that felt unkind, a coldness that hurt your soul, a confusion that drained your health, a loneliness that existed even when you were not alone. These were not random feelings. These were divine signs. Allah was telling you, "Mi below servant, you have cried enough. You have struggled enough. You have been patient enough. Now walk." And sometimes the walk hurts more than the staying ever did. Because you are not only leaving a person, you are leaving memories, dreams, hopes, and emotions that were once real to your heart. But your heart also knows that staying would have killed parts of you that Allah never wanted to die. You walked away because your heart deserved protection. And Allah is the one who protects hearts in ways we sometimes do not understand. You walked away because Allah removed the strength to keep fighting for something that was not good for your soul. You walked away because Allah heard conversations you did not hear, saw actions you did not see, and knew dangers you did not know were coming. So He pulled you out, even when your heart still loved, even when your eyes still cried, even when your hands were shaking, because Allah loves you more than you know. And when Allah loves you, He will not allow you to stay in a place that destroys your worth. Sometimes the greatest mercy from Allah is the strength He gives you to finally say goodbye. People will say you gave up. People will say you changed. People will say you walked away too easily. But only Allah knows that you walked away after months of holding your heart together with broken fingers. Only Allah knows you stayed long after your soul was tired. Only Allah knows you tried to fix something that was not meant to be fixed. Only Allah knows how hard it was to respect your own soul. For the first time in a long, long while, your goodbye was not weakness. Your goodbye was growth. Your goodbye was courage. Your goodbye was alignment with Allah's plan. Your goodbye was your heart's way of surviving. Walking away does not mean you stopped caring. It means you finally started caring about yourself. Walking away does not mean you lost love. It means you stopped losing yourself. Walking away does not mean you are heartless. It means you stopped allowing others to treat your heart carelessly. It takes strength to stay, but sometimes it takes even more strength to leave. And Allah knows that. Allah sees that. Allah writes that. Allah rewards that. Your goodbye was Allah holding your hand and guiding you toward the peace you kept begging Him for in sujood. You did not walk away alone. Allah walked with you. Allah supported you. Allah strengthened you. Allah protected you. And one day you will thank Him for it. My dear one, what people think about your goodbye does not matter. What Allah knows about your goodbye is what defines you. People see the moment you walked away. Allah sees the years you suffered quietly before you finally did. People see the distance you created. Allah sees the wounds that forced you to protect yourself. People see the silence you chose. Allah sees the storms you hid inside your chest. How easy it is for people to judge a moment while ignoring the millions of moments that pushed you to that point. But Allah does not judge by moments. Allah judges by intentions. Allah judges by what the eyes do not see. Allah judges by what the heart carries. And your heart carried pain. Only Allah truly understood. You may not have said it out loud, but Allah heard every whisper inside you. Ya Allah, I am tired. Ya Allah, I am hurting. Ya Allah, I don't know how much more I can take. Ya Allah, show me what to do. And indeed, Allah always answers the heart before He answers the tongue. Sometimes He answers by making your strength disappear for the wrong people, by making your patience run out where your soul is slowly dying, by making your heart feel empty in a place that is not yours. Sometimes Allah's answer to all your silent cries is simply this: He removes you, He lifts you out, it takes you away. Not because you are weak, but because you are worthy of better. Perhaps you stayed because you hoped they would change, but Allah saw they were not changing. Perhaps you stayed because you loved deeply, but Allah saw your love was being drained. Perhaps you stayed because you feared loneliness, but Allah saw you were lonelier beside them than you would ever be without them. So He gave you the strength you could never give yourself, the strength to walk away from what was slowly destroying you. And you know, my dear, sometimes you don't realize that Allah is saving you until after He has saved you. At first you only feel the pain of leaving. You feel the empty space. You feel the silence that follows. You feel the tears that return at night. You feel the memories that knock on your heart when you least expect it. But pain after separation does not mean the separation was wrong. Pain after walking away is not a punishment. Pain after a goodbye is just your heart learning how to breathe again. It is your soul detoxing from years of emotional suffocation. Your heart is not hurting because you left. Your heart is hurting because it is healing. Healing always hurts before it feels better. Just as a wound burns when it is being cleaned, your soul burns when Allah is washing it from what was not written for you. And one day you will look back thoughtfully and realize, if I had stayed, I would have lost myself completely. That realization alone is Allah's mercy. Allah does not want you broken. Allah does not want you exhausted. Allah does not want you carrying pain you were never built to carry. You are not meant to live in places that empty your spirit. You are not meant to stay where your heart feels like a burden. You are not meant to remain where your worth is forgotten. You were created with honor. Allah gave you dignity. Allah placed value inside you. Allah wrote respect for you. And when someone does not honor that value, Allah removes you before you lose yourself trying to prove it. It is not your job to fight to be seen by someone blind to your heart. It is not your job to teach love to someone who does not understand loyalty. It is not your job to convince anyone to choose you. Sometimes Allah lets people leave so you can return to Him stronger. Sometimes Allah lets your heart break so it can finally open in the right direction. Sometimes Allah lets you walk away so you can walk toward the life that was written for you long before you were born. And my dear one, the moment you walked away, even if you were trembling, even if you felt weak, even if you cried while doing it, Allah wrote that moment as one of the strongest decisions of your life. A moment of courage, a moment of wisdom, a moment of self-respect, a moment of divine alignment. Because sometimes the bravest battles are the ones you fight inside yourself. And sometimes the strongest victories are the ones no one else sees. You may feel alone right now, but you are not alone. Allah is with you. Allah is guiding you. Allah is watching over you. Allah is preparing something far more beautiful than what He asked you to leave behind. Your goodbye is not the end of your story. Your goodbye is the beginning of your rebirth. Allah did not take you out to leave you empty. Allah took you out to make you ready. Ready for peace, ready for clarity, ready for the person who will honor you.